Awesome. Well, welcome, Enagic families from all over the world. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. This is another part of our tool, our number two webinar of the series of trainings that Derek and Daryl and myself are just putting together for all of you. I'm learning just as you guys are through this process and trying to build the most successful business that I can. So I'm glad that we're doing it together. So I want to welcome you here. We're going to have a lot of information today. But don't worry about it because we'll be able to go back and rewatch it and restudy it and have it benefit our business. Today's webinar, we want to bring you guys the most value and the most impact to your business. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, in anything that I do, is try to find the experts in whatever field that you want to learn from. So when it comes to online business, online marketing, online promotion, online organization, I have to, for Enagic, there's nobody better than the Enagic web system. And so our dear friends here, Eric and Daryl, they're going to walk us through it. They've been with Enagic for 14 years. And you know what? They're like you and I. They are 100% dedicated to the success of our business, to the future of Enagic. And you know, their knowledge that they bring to the table is phenomenal. It's just it's outstanding. The more that I get to work with him, the more that I go, wow, there's no way I could have the technical smarts or knowledge that they have or experience that they have. And guess what, guys? We all have them in our back pocket. So they're gonna walk us through the different types of websites so that we know which one is best to use and how to use it and go into detail. So this number two webinar is going to be going into detail of all the websites, so how we can use that in our business. This is for, you know, this training. I hope that when we're done, I hope that you take this training and whatever you get out of it, the golden nuggets, it can start a snowball effect for your business today. You don't have to wait for the whole series of trainings. Start right now with this training today. It starts today, and going into to tomorrow and into the future, we're all going to progress going forward with this, what we call Kangen mission, Kangen lifestyle, and the Yes Movement 2019. So I'm going to bring back on Eric or Daryl Hill in a little bit, but kind of want to start. I kind of want to let you guys know what to expect. You know, what we're trying to expect is the flow that Daryl and Eric will describe for us of all the websites. How do we utilize the flow of it from beginning to end, and in the middle of utilizing all these websites and the back office of ESW, the organization and the management with the CRM. And then why are we doing all that? We're doing all that because we want to have massive success in our businesses. So without further ado, can I bring on my brothers here to roll us through?
Yes, yes. Hello, everybody.
Thank you, Sihal.
As I've been already introduced, I'm Daryl. I'm the development director of EWS. I'm the tech master behind everything that you see with EWS. I help create all of the websites throughout EWS and also expansions into Enagic's online systems that enable e-commerce, for example. So what we're working on today is to try to walk you through understanding why so many websites, what can they be used for, how can you leverage them, and how can you make the best use of them. That's why we called it Target Your Market with EWS websites. It's very important. If you watched the last webinar that we did, if you didn't, you'll see a link to the previous webinar along with this recording if you're watching this in a recording. So the previous webinar, we made it very clear that it's very important for you guys to be sending the right information at the right time to the right people. So targeting your market is absolutely essential. And we all know that the attention span of the average website visitor, whether they're on a phone or whether they're at a desktop, attention spans are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So you really got to be able to capture people before they move on to the next click and where they want to go. So this is really important, especially for you people who are investing in your advertising. You have to make sure that your advertising is really saying the message that is reflected in the website that comes after the message. It's very important because if they click and then they feel lost, they don't see the content that they're expecting, they click out and you're wasting dollars there. So targeting your market is very, very important. Whether you are doing online advertising or marketing, or whether you are just working belly to belly, as you get to talking to people, you need to be sure if you're not asking questions, if you're not figuring out their why, if you're not figuring out what it is that they're interested in and why they would actually want this opportunity of Kangen water, then you're missing the entire boat. You want to know, you want to understand, are they health conscious? Are they athletic? Are they eco-conscious? Are they already taken a turmeric supplement? Or do they understand the benefits of turmeric? So all of these questions are very important. So even if you're working a belly to belly and you start to understand what these people are really interested in, you don't just flash out a card with any website address on it and say, hey, go check it out. It's not going to work. What you want to be sure that you do is you deliver them the website that's most relevant to their needs, what they're really looking for. So we went into this very, very briefly. I blasted through it in the previous webinar. The previous webinar was an overview. So we blasted through the different websites and their basic purposes. We're going to go a little bit more in depth into each one of those websites so that you can more fully understand the tools in your toolbox. This is an important thing to wrap your head around too. What you're doing here at this webinar right now, or at this recording right now, what you're really aiming to do here is understand the tools in your toolbox. If you don't know the tools in your toolbox, you don't know what tool to use at what time to use, and you're not leveraging your time and effort effectively. So it's very important to make sure that you take the time to understand all the tools that are available to you so that you can maximize all of your business efforts. So that being said, we're going to move right on in to the very first website, the E1. The E1 is a light teaser. This is a single page site. In all of our years, this is actually the very first website that EWS produced back in 2006 when we came on the scene to help Enagic distributors take Kangen water global. E1 was actually the very first website ever produced. And it's really kind of hung around, despite many times when we've suggested to the community that we might be letting this website go. We hear back loads of feedback from people saying that they really appreciate this website and its simplicity and the different ways they said they felt it was very effective for them. So it's important to note that this website, being that it's a single page site and being that it's got a very unique, clean, and very simplistic design to it, people have told us that this site is very appealing to the older generations, people who aren't used to running around the internet. They tend to like, they feel better in the site and can learn better from the site. But also in print media. Print media was a key component to the site. People who do print advertising and put out ads in newspapers or magazines or whatnot, this tended to be a pretty good follow-up site to that. So this is just a light teaser. Its whole entire point is to get the person interested in Kangen water and what it can do. It does have all of the demo videos. It has the ebook opt-in. It has a newsletter opt-in. So its aim is to generate those opt-ins from your print advertising or from your target marketing online. Very simple, clean, easy to use website. Great to try out in your various forms of advertising. Good prospect generator, good quick information.
Absolutely. So what I'd like to do, Daryl, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and show them the actual website, and we'll kind of go through from top to bottom. Can you see my screen okay?
I think we can see your screen when I do this.
All right. All right, everybody. This is the E1 website, and Daryl pretty much gave the background, but I just wanted to run through it real quick, Daryl, and just kind of show them the different parts of the website. We do have opt-ins right here. I'm not sure if you can see my cursor. Can you see that, Daryl, my cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So this is one of the opt-in points. And when someone fills this out, it obviously creates what we call a prospect or a contact in your contact manager. This is the goal of all of your websites, obviously, is to get that opt-in, okay? You want people to ask for more information. And what's great about this website is if you take a look at it, it's set up in such a way that there's really not much information on here, although there's tons of information when you go into the videos, if they were to dive into the different videos that are located on this page. But all of the content is designed to pique their interest and capture their information. So the way that we do that is all of the content drives people to get the ebook or the newsletter or both, which is typically what happens, because if you look at this opt-in here, and I'm going to zoom in, I'm not sure if it's showing it right on the screen. Hopefully it does. But if you see that the ebook opt-in actually has the newsletter automatically checked, which they can uncheck if they wish or not. But when they fill that out for the ebook, 9 times out of 10, they'll get the ebook and also be subscribed to your newsletter, which is a series of 10 letters. And we're working on some new letters that will be loaded up in that. So we're going to make this a living, breathing document, but it'll go out once per week. So not only are you giving them a beautiful ebook, which we'll show you examples of shortly, but you're also dripping information on them about Kangen water and making sure they understand what the water is and how it can help them on all the benefits. And it's doing that one per week for 10 weeks. And that gets them back to your website, back to your information. It reminds them, take a look at your ebook and what you're doing. So it's an excellent, very effective way to market online. And you know, at the bottom here, as if they're going through the information, they're scrolling, we have another opt-in, of course, and the goal is to create that prospect. In the back office, to manage websites, a website manager, I'm going to show you guys how to access that. Hopefully it's showing on the screen too. I can't see all my controls here, Daryl.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. This is your website manager. If you click that, it's going to load all of your websites so that you can configure all the different websites you have available. So today we're looking at the E1, and we're going to click configure, and that gives you a page here that tells you all of the customizations that you can do. And with E1, that's very simple. You can change the name to display on the site, the phone number that you want your prospects to reach out to you on, website title, which is it's good the way it is, but if you want to change it, that's up to you. It's good to have a keyword or two in that title. And then your stat counter code if you're running any type of ads. This website, I believe, I mean, Daryl, we've run ads on this in the early days. We did a print ad in a magazine. It was it converted very well. If you're looking for a website kind of drives the information directly to the person, and I mean, just teasing them enough to get their information, this is a great, very direct website. And I would split test this against some of our other websites, which we're going to talk about here shortly. So let's go ahead and dive into the next site, Daryl, and we'll show them how that works.
Sure thing. All right. So that takes us into the E2. Now, the E2 website is by far probably the most popular website. I would say primarily because it is an overview. It kind of covers the entire scope of Enagic and the opportunity and products, but also because it's our international site. So the site has a growing list of 24 different languages, and if you're into growing your business as a global business and pushing out into other parts of the world, this is a great site to grab, pick up the language for the part of the world that you're aiming to target. And a lot of SEO magic kind of happens behind the scene when you have those languages set up and optimize. So this website's all about deep product and business info. This is the global site. What we do here on the home page of this site is kind of an introduction to what the water is. Great advertisements that can go along with this website here are things that talk about water, like maybe if there's water in the news. This is a good tip, by the way. If you're doing any kind of advertising, you can follow the news and create ads that tap into what the hot topics are happening in the news. And so if you're in your local area or any other area that you're really targeting, if you find any kind of news that's talking about water problems, water supply problems, water cleanliness, stuff like that, any kind of there's analysis of water, even bottled water, for example. I know that's been hot in the news a lot, is going over the excess use of bottled water, and how oftentimes bottled water is just tap in a bottle. So we're polluting our environment for no good reason. So, you know, leveraging advertisements that kind of talk about that is really good. And we'll show you that in a little bit as we scroll down the page some. You'll get to see why that is, because when people do land on this from an ad that's talking about the problems of bottled water, it's telling them right off the bat that there's a very interesting Kangen water, whatever this is, and it's spreading all over the world. What is this? And then it kind of walks them through why they need to be thinking about the water they're drinking and what kind of issues they can run into with the water that they are drinking, and why Kangen water is better. So this is kind of like a long scroller homepage. It's great for generating opt-ins because we have several opt-in points throughout the content as you scroll down. It's great for cold and warm prospects. So even if you're working belly to belly and the person hasn't really indicated whether they're into eco or they're not really pushing in any one particular direction, you can bring them into this site. This is kind of a very general site. So it's great cold marketing on the internet, warm marketing for your belly to belly, kind of helps to walk people through some information. It's got deep information on usage of the different kinds of waters. It's got deep product information. It's all built e-commerce wise, so they can actually just buy straight off your website. It's got all of your video library, contact, and of course the business opportunity, and a lot of different configurations. So, you know, it's important to understand, as I said before, this is our international site. So we do have a lot of different languages already built into this. You add them on however you need them. By adding on a language, we have really mastered how to implement these sites, especially multilingual sites, through the search engines and building SEO. A lot of problems that you'll see in websites, even very big name brand websites, when they implement multilingual, they don't do it right. And they don't understand that if you do things a little bit off, that search engines kind of treat all of your website with all of your languages as one big monolithic site. And it doesn't break it down language by language, section by section, and relate an English page to a Russian page, right? Creating that relation is very important in the search engine because it helps the Russian Google understand, hey, I already got this English page, it's indexed, it's ranking, I'm going to also apply that rank over here to the Russian page, right? So you get to share some of your ranking across your different languages as well. And no matter what, when people land on your website, it's going to show, no matter what link they came in on, it's going to show them the language that their computer is set for. So a lot of technology went in behind the scenes to make this multilingual website work great. Search engines love it and they eat it up. The more languages you have, the more coverage you'll get globally, especially when combined with our enhanced domain manager system that you get on the distributor and leader plans. So as you can see, what we do, the challenging thing for all of the videos that we find in a multilingual website, of course, the challenging thing is that, you know, trying to dub those over is literally impossible to pull off. So we did the next best thing and we implemented subtitles. So you'll see, even as you add the French language to your E2 website, all of the videos, the default videos at least, not any videos coming from your own video library, but the default videos will come with French subtitles, and they will automatically be enabled for any person visiting that has their computer configured in French. So very nice little feature there. The website has a robust business opportunity page, and now what we did here is we kind of did a very short introduction to the business opportunity. Then we drop in this video that helps them to understand the compensation plan. So this is a really good, it's like a cold market to business opportunity. I wouldn't say this hits a home run. This is not cold market to business opportunity, but after a person has been introduced, has a little bit of interest and wants to understand what is the compensation plan like, this page is actually fantastic. The video that we have displaying here walks them through the compensation model, helps them understand what are all these steps, 1A to 6A, and how the commissions work. So it's a really like fun, fast-paced video that people can enjoy to get to understand the compensation plan. But then also down the page a little bit further, we have this. Now this is actually a little known gem of a feature that a lot of people are still not quite aware of. But this feature here is really cool because especially if you are going global and you're going multilingual, this actually allows you to change the currencies to different currencies like euro or yen, and it allows you to change the product. So people who are really, really, really trying to get a clean understanding of the commission structure of Enagic, they can sit here and flip through the different products, the products I think they'll sell, and what commissions or what currencies they'll sell it in. So every time you change one of those options there at the top, all the data down below adjusts to match the commission for that region, that currency, and that product. This is even really good for just your own educational purposes. If you want to know what's going to happen when you sell different machines or even in different parts of the world for different currencies, this will actually help you educate yourself.
Awesome.
So we have the products page is a pretty big drill down on all of the key factors, the key components of every different machine. It helps people determine which machine they might actually want. Every website is actually integrated with e-commerce. So, and like I said, it's your global site, so you're going to see all of the different currencies so that anybody visiting your site will be able to get a picture of what the machine costs in their region. And it's all built into e-commerce as well. Now, it's important to note with the Buy Now button, of course, not the entire world of Enagic is not yet on e-commerce. So right now, the Americas, if they were to click on that, the Americas would drop them right down into the Enagic shop, where they have a secure shopping experience. And as you can see, if you were to do this on your own website, right there, you'll see your sponsor ID, sponsor name. You'll see your details listed right there. So as a person goes to buy through, you can confirm that everything is going exactly as it should and getting linked up to you when they do complete the purchase. Now, as far as all of the other regions getting e-commerce, this is something Enagic is very interested in completing and that they're working towards. So, it's a big part of what EWS does here. We're not just creating all of these websites for your marketing, your consumption, but we're also investing the funding that comes in from EWS into expanding upon Enagic's core technologies globally when it relates to e-commerce and the front end tools that you guys need to use. So we're working on that. Europe is not far behind on getting their machines online, and we continue to work across the world to the point where we can eventually eliminate all of the paper-based ordering. That's ultimately the goal. Bring it all up to par. So as I said, this website, the E2 website, does have quite a bit of configuration options. This is through that area that Eric showed you a little bit earlier, the manage website of your back office. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things that you can really do to customize it for your needs. And let me be clear, this is about customization for your needs. And so this is your business, and you got to do things your way, and you got to identify what your way is and drive at it. So what I want you to understand is that this whole page of configurations, it used to be just like the E1. It had just 3-4 fields. Every single field that you see here is a direct result of people coming to us and saying, hey, I'm doing things this way. I want to disable prices and online ordering, but I still want all the product information. So we get enough people that say that this is what they need, and we build it. So we custom tailor the system to your needs. If ever you run into something, it's just not quite right. It might seem like a small thing, but just get a hold of us and see if we can make an adjustment that will work well for you, because that's really what we're here to do. So you see a lot of these, like for example, the disabled products, that happens a lot in different parts of the world where they're not selling every single product. So we make it more flexible, allow them to disable the products that aren't sold in their region, if the person's not really interested in doing a global business. So very customizable, very flexible. You'll have to come up with your own strategy of why you might want to enable or disable or change some of these features. But just to understand is that this is all organic growth. It comes from you guys. You guys tell us what you need, and we make our best effort to get it done for you. That's what EWS is here for. The last feature I have here for the E2, just going to cover over it real quick. I don't know if you notice on your E2, there's this bar hanging around the bottom. We call this the social bar. Especially people that are really new to doing any kind of online marketing, we oftentimes get the question, how do I get my website into my social media? A lot of the times it's just copy your link, paste it. But to make things even easier for you, you can use this yourself by going to your website and clicking any one of these buttons here to create a share to any one of those different services. But what's great about it is that's there for all of your visitors too. So when they're reading your product page and they go, oh my goodness, I didn't know that we could do this, they can click any one of these buttons and share it to whoever that they want to share it to, either their social media or even, as you can see, they can do email sharing and just send it off in an email somewhere. So this is a great little feature also added to your E2. So Eric, do you want to walk through the website, or do you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's do that real quick. I'll show them some different aspects of the site, and we'll move on to the next one. You covered it quite well. So this is a very powerful site. It's one of my favorite websites. You know, the way that it's been updated and it's evolved over the years has been fantastic. I mean, if there was one website that you would choose, if that was the one, if you just wanted a one website configuration, and my suggestion, this would be it, because you have so many different capabilities, as Daryl's mentioned. And of course, you're able to go global with the website in over 20 languages. So it's a very powerful website for that purpose. Let me change the view here so it's just on the screen here. All right. So here is the homepage. And what I like about this homepage, Daryl, and I believe you mentioned that, is the fact that it talks about the different types of water. And that's probably one of our number one approach angles when we're first talking to somebody, because everyone drinks water, obviously. So it's one of the most, probably the most easiest things to relate to somebody is water. Everybody drinks water. Everybody needs water to live, obviously. And we drink different types of water. Some people drink from the tap. Some people have reverse osmosis. Some people have bottled water. And what I love about this page, guys, is that it hits all the different types of water that people drink, and it compares that to what Kangen water can provide them. So it's a great page to not only send ads to, like if you're running Facebook ads, or you're running any ad anywhere, or you're just talking about it on your website. Your homepage is a great place to link to on your E2 because it breaks the waters down. So what I would do on Facebook simply is just maybe talk about the different types of water, maybe create a post that really piques people's interest, and then send them directly into your homepage. Of course, it's always important, guys, to remember you want to always put a good call to action in your ads. So anytime, even when you're just posting, you want to always tell everyone to get your ebook or your newsletter. And you can see those opt-ins right here on the page. Here's another opt-in for the ebook. And they just fill out their information and it sends them the ebook via email. And of course, that creates, like we said earlier, a prospect or a contact in your contact manager, which we'll be covering in detail later. Just want to mention real quick, because it does come up every so often, that this box is not checked automatically because this is a global website, and we do have many clients out in the EU, and there's some regulations that we need to follow there. So on this website, that is not auto-checked, but a lot of people do auto-check that as well. And then we have the opt-in again down here. So all the content's really kind of driving people into the opt-ins. Here it is again. All right. So the goal is to get that opt-in, to get that prospect or lead. And then we have this, great little box here that kind of drives them into other very important aspects of your website. And at the bottom, we have our representative information, which is customizable, and we'll show you how that works shortly. We got your social media links, and all that is configured in the same place that your social bar is, and we'll show you that here in a second. And then we have our other great websites. So if you have more than one website with EWS, they can come here and actually check out your other websites, which is configurable as well. Now, the next page we have over here is the usage page. Another favorite of mine, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this is kind of a fun little thing where they can come and demo the
Kangen water 9.5. Kangen water 9.0.
fun little thing.
Kangen water 8.
It's funny because that sound makes every person who drinks Kangen water smile. Every one of us. We hear it, we all go, what was that?
Water. Strong acidic water.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day when we first got our machine in 2006. That was so exciting. I mean, today, you know, it's not well, it's still exciting. So this page builds value on the water. So we talked about the water types on the first page. This page builds value on the water and all of the different types of water and all of the amazing things you can do with the water. So it's not just drinking water. You're not buying a reverse osmosis machine that leaches minerals from your body. I'm sorry I said that. But, you know, and filters your water. But you're also getting many different grades of water, like strong Kangen water. Kangen water, of course, we know very well, is also good for many more other things than just drinking, of course. And then we have our clean water and our acidic water and all of the different ways that you can use it around the home, in your body, for personal care, for your pets, etc. Strong acidic water. So this website builds value on your product. Oops, skipped a page here. This builds value, and that's really important because when they realize that this machine does far more than just give you the best drinking water on the planet, it really becomes a no-brainer, and the cost comparison really drops dramatically when you're doing that. So, and again, on this page, we have on the right side our ebook opt-in. We have also a really cool, I am logged in. Well, I'm not completely logged in apparently, but here people can actually reach out to you, and you set this up via your back office, and people can actually send you messages directly on your website to your business page. And that's very easy to configure. And they can also check out your timeline on your business page. So it's a really cool little feature that gets you instant interaction with your community. And of course, we have the videos once again. We're going to show you tonight the video manager and quickly show you how to actually add videos to this and also organize the videos. You can pretty much customize this entire area. And of course, it's really important to understand that, you know, this is a compliance area. So like, don't add any videos or don't attempt to add any videos that are not compliant. Obviously, it's very important to do that. And of course, we watch out for that. But it's really important not to add anything in there that's not compliant with the Enagic FDA or FTC regulations. But it's really cool to be able to modify and add your own demonstration if you've created it, or add any videos that you really particularly like. We have our products page. I'm going to zoom through this here real quick. This actually is connected to our online ordering system, and you know, it gives you the ability to send your prospects directly to your website so they can order directly online, which is fantastic. If they click price per unit, they can check out the prices and all the different currencies that we provide, which is really great. So they can just at a glance see what that is, and if they click buy now, they select where they're buying from, and according to where they select, it goes into the appropriate areas so they can order. So if they're ordering from the United States and Canada, obviously it goes right into the Enagic shop, and your information is right here at the top, already configured and ready to go for you because your back office has all of that information available to you. Very, very slick, very cool. It makes it a lot easier when you're running orders. It's better than doing the paperwork. It's faster doing the paperwork, and it's just a much better way to do business. The faster you can get people to get that job done, the less objections you have later are people that are kicking the tire down the road. So it makes it really great. On the right side, as they're scrolling down, they also have different information widgets where they can take a look at the different things like the plates, and of course our warranty, which is really important. The WQA certification, very impressive, very important aspect of everything. So as they're going through and they're scrolling down, they're checking everything out, we're actually selling to them as well, and building value and showing them that this is the machine that they want to utilize. One other really cool feature is the 360 view on all of the products. So they can come in and take a look at any product, and it shows them kind of what it looks like at a 360 view. So it's like shopping at any store. They can check it out. Okay, so that pretty much sums up that. Videos, it's the video library, customizable. We'll go through that same sidebar there. And then we have our contact page, and people obviously click on this and they select what information they want to reach out to you. This is different than a prospect. This is someone actually coming and saying, I'd like to know about this and this, and they put in their information. So this is a really good follow-up to get from your prospect. And then we have the optional business opportunity page. Daryl touched on a lot of the details here, so I don't want to redo that, but we've got an excellent compensation video. It breaks down the compensation plan. And we have our 8-point structure chart here where they can click and select any product that they're interested in, or they want to see what the payouts would be. And again, this page is optional, so they can turn this on and off in the back office, or you can turn this on and off in the back office according to what you're doing. A lot of times you don't want the compensation page displayed when you're running ads, so we give the ability to customize that as needed. And one of the things I love about this, Daryl, is the fact that we can change this. This was a really cool development that you guys put in here. So no matter where you're at in the world, in the different languages, you can update the compensation scale based on any product and any currency. So I love that. And it also updates the content down below, as you can see. All right, and here's where we adjust all of the different languages that are available, and it's as simple as clicking there. And I don't know if you mentioned this, Daryl, but if you're in anywhere that's a French-speaking area, or France itself, or any place, what's great about this website is it actually detects where the person's coming from via IP. So if they come from Spanish-speaking country.
Quick correction on that, Eric. It's actually not by IP. It's detecting their computer. I did that specifically because I live in Costa Rica and I can't stand getting Spanish websites all the time. So it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. What I do is I detect their.
I didn't realize you did that.
Language. Yep. So just their computer determines what language will automatically come up.
That's even tighter.
Even if you link them to the products page, you go into your own products page, you copy the link and you link it to somebody. You might be viewing the English page, but when they land on it, they'll get the French page.
Pretty sweet, guys. I mean, check it out. You know, you can go global overnight, and on the leader package, you get all of the language, all the websites included. So you can literally market yourself overnight in any of these countries instantly. I love it.
I want to see you guys.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys said this was one of your favorite sites. It truly is one of my favorite sites, literally, because it's so in depth. It has all the information in there. I was able to help a teammate of mine who doesn't have a lot of time to share the information, and I've been on my travels, and so I forwarded my website temporarily for them to review the new prospect. The new prospect, there was enough information for them to make a decision to buy a machine. So all I have to do now is follow up and get the sale. And it was all because of this one website. I like it because it was thorough. It has a lot of information, and the fact that it's mobile, right? On the cell phone, everything is legible. You don't have to zoom in or zoom out. You can see it pretty clearly. It's mobile ready. So that's why I agree with you. This is one of my favorite sites.
Yes, and not only that, like we said, it's highly customizable. So if you're running ads and you want to turn off a compensation page, because if you're running ads on product-based approach, you probably don't want that on. So if you click no, it literally turns that page off completely. It will not be accessible on your website. So it's as simple as clicking and toggling this button. You can also turn prices on and off based off what you're doing and how you're marketing your particular website, depending on what you want to do. You can also set your default currency based on where you're at, where you're marketing. If you're in Mexico, for example, you might want to set it to the appropriate currency. And this just aligns the photo on the website, which you can play around with that and see as far as the photo that you upload. You can change the product list order, highest price first or lowest price first. We put that in for people. It's all based on what you want to do. That's what I love about this site. It's so highly customizable. You can disable products. If you don't want the I don't know why you wouldn't want the K8, but I just selected that. If you don't want certain products listed, if you're just marketing the K, let's say you're just going for the K8, you just come in here and you check all these buttons. You can literally have a website that only markets one product or a series of products based off what you're doing in your particular approach, ads or Facebook activities. You can disable the related sites. I show you guys that. That's in the footer. If you don't want people to branch off into your other websites, again, if you're running ads, you want to direct people into information very quickly. You want to get that prospect. This might be something you want to check and do if you're doing that. The opt-in overlay, that's an overlay that comes out for the ebook and newsletter. Depending on what you're doing, you can check that. You could get rid of the social bar, the QR code. You can also add a stat counter code so that you can basically there's just code that they give you. You paste it in here. You can track all of the traffic. It helps you with your marketing and advertising efforts and AdWords conversion tracking code. And again, customer care is always available to help you with it, guys, but we made this as simple as possible. And yeah, so I don't want to take up much more time on the E2, but it is a fantastic website, as you can see. Daryl?
Yep, that'll lead us right into the E4 website. So let me put that back up. All right. So the E4 website. Now the E4 website was actually a website created many years ago when we had launched the Infinity program. The Infinity program was a non-profit cooperative marketing system where everybody, tossed in their dollars into a central pot, and our professional marketers went to town using and maximizing every single advertising dollar, and then we rotated the opt-ins. So since we were rotating opt-ins here, we needed to build a website that and refine a website that was really good at making those conversions. So that's kind of how the E4 came about. The E4 is kind of we've always called it the prospect generator for that very reason, that we achieved pretty high conversions on the E4 when we were doing more traditional online advertising. We weren't doing social media. Back then, social media was not really the craze. So when we were doing Infinity, we were doing traditional like banner advertising and AdWords, et cetera, and a lot of niche marketing. Niche marketing is important too. When you can find good niches, you often find your dollars go a lot further than, say, AdWords, where if you don't refine your AdWords and don't maintain and maybe you make a mistake, you'll find out that it goes through the roof real fast and you blow through dollars without getting any conversions on it. So the E4 is we built it for cold traffic. The advertising that we did was for health and fitness. So we were very focused on putting ads in front of people who have already been around the internet showing an interest in health and fitness. So this worked really well for that. So if you're interested in doing broad internet advertising, not really, we haven't tested this in social media, so I don't really know where it'll go in social media, but I know that when you are targeting your marketing in around the internet with banners or AdWords, et cetera, when you target these people who have an interest in health and fitness, this website does really well to convert them. And the reason for that is pretty straightforward. We took a different approach. A lot of the times when you do create a prospect generating website, what you'll see a lot of times are long page scrollers. So we wanted to kind of take a slightly different approach to one single long page scroller. And we wanted to give a little bit more value, because the advertisements that we were doing, when people were clicking, they wanted to get to something meaty and not just a web page that says, what you see a lot. I mean, if anybody's doing like these random funnels online, everybody teaches you, hey, make a squeeze page or an opt-in page, and then it's like this big, huge text on this side and a form over here, and that's all you get. When you arrive from an advertising, people can feel kind of, they can lose interest very quickly because you didn't build any value before you asked them to give you something of value. And make no mistake, when you're asking people for their name and their email address and sometimes their phone number or more, you're asking for something from them. That's value. If you're not giving value, you're not going to get value. So this is an important thing to note, especially for people that maybe have been learning about building squeeze pages, as they call them. Most of those times when you're building that, they always advertise, just put a little bit of text over here, tell them you're going to give them value, but not until they give you something. Well, it can work, but we found this to be a more effective approach. We gave them just enough value. So just by clicking on our ad, we gave them just enough value. We told them about the water. We told them it's alkalizing, antioxidizing, it's hydrating. This is piquing their interest enough. It's giving them enough value to say, I need to know more because I'm totally interested in health and fitness. Anything that's alkalizing, antioxidizing, hydrating, I already know I want. And it's important to note that you can even push those buzzwords, alkalizing, antioxidant, hydrating, super hydrating. You can push those buzzwords into your advertisements so that when they do land on this page, it's instant recognition, right? You're trying to reduce the bounce rate. You don't want them to show up at your website and boom, off they go. That's costing you money, right? So this website was built with that in mind. A lot of people have asked, what's that QR code bar at the top? Actually, if you click on that, it pops down a little QR code. A lot of phones come with QR code readers. It was built in such a way for people who are on the desktop and they're making a run, but they want to take the website with them. It's kind of a neat little gimmicky feature. They pull out their QR code reader, they scan the screen, and your website appears on their phone. So it's just a way of transferring the website real quick to their phone without them having to remember your address and type it all in manually. So this website touches on these top features of the water, and on every single page at the top and the bottom, we have the ebook opt-in, right? Offering even more value for their value. So on that ebook opt-in, of course, we covered this in the last webinar, but for those who didn't catch it, it's not something you have to send out manually. It's actually an ebook that we have created for you, nice, compliant, very robust, very valuable ebook that gets sent automatically on request and instantly upon request from your website. And that ebook too, this is the important key note to it, it comes completely customized with your information. So your name, your phone number, your website address is littered all throughout the ebook, meaning that when people do opt in and then they go, oh my God, my mom needs to know about this, and they forward your ebook to the family member, your details go right along with it. So a valuable ebook like that can get spread around the internet without you even knowing it, without people opting in, and it can bring more traffic to you that's very organic. So the ebook opt-in, of course, is a standard across all of our different websites. The E4 is no exception. And of course, we also have the newsletter opt-in, which again is standard across all of your websites. The one thing that's unique to the E4 is this particular DVD opt-in. We have one other website with the DVD opt-in, but it's on a different topic. We'll cover that later. This DVD opt-in is all about the demos, right? So this is an interesting thing, because what we were trying to do when we were doing this Infinity advertising is we wanted to really pull off a website that not just got a name and an email, maybe a phone number, wasn't quite as valuable, it wasn't quite as qualified. So what we actually do with this is after they opt in for the ebook, which is on every single page throughout your site, it's really tempting and easy for people to click into. As soon as they hit that opt-in button, we're moving them through the funnel. The next piece of that funnel says, hey, you're almost there, why not request a free DVD? So the details that they just submitted will automatically fill into that form, which is like, half your form is done. Do you want this free DVD? Give us some more information. This is really key, because not only are we, getting the basics from them, but now we're going to try to upgrade and more greatly qualify the prospect coming to you. You see a DVD opt-in come in, you better pay attention. It's a well-qualified lead, because it takes a lot of interest for somebody to fill out their entire details like this, their whole address and everything, which they have to do, of course, in order to receive a DVD in the mail. Good thing to note, you're the one that sends the DVD, not us. So, have a stack of DVDs on hand, and always make sure you do this. Qualify the person even further before sending something to them via mail. So instead of just shooting off a DVD to them via snail mail, give them a phone call, which they're told to expect one. So they get an email from you automatically saying, hey, I'm going to give you a call real soon just to verify your request. So they're expecting a phone call from you. That's a great qualification as well. And when you finally get a hold of them, you can kind of sniff them out a little bit, make sure that they are a good, solid lead that you want to invest a DVD to them in. It's great to go ahead and send that. A lot of people, like, they skip that part and they just say, well, here's a link, and you go see the link. The DVD is a physical product. You're building value, and they're going to share it, right? So you're giving them something that's a physical thing that they're going to hand to their family members and share, or pop it in when their family comes over to watch some TV. It's just an important thing to consider when you are looking at this. But if the person turns out to be, maybe they're not the best lead, maybe you don't want to invest in a DVD to them, then you can just actually send them a link to your videos page and get get the ball rolling without having to invest more deeply. So just something to think about. But this website's really engineered to kind of bounce that up through the funnel process and try to get as qualified a lead for you as possible. Some of the configuration things for the E4, again, from the back end. These, again, as I told you, these are all by member request. So people have different uses. They configure the page in different ways. They're doing different kinds of advertising. So every single configuration option you see is because we've had people request it. So don't be shy. We're here for you.
Absolutely. Awesome. So let's real quick. I showed on the screen just to save some time because things are going kind of slow on the time scale. I just wanted to quickly show everybody how to configure the E4 website. Again, when you click on settings and website configuration, or manage websites, you're going to get this configuration page. You hit configure and you have your different configurations. E4 is pretty simple. You can change the name to display on your website. You can change the phone number and the DVD opt-in. So if you're not doing DVD marketing, that's no problem. You can click no and it will turn that off. It is a great thing to do, and you can choose any DVD. You don't have to have the particular DVD featured on the website. You can write in if you want to obtain that DVD. And there's different things to do. I mean, obviously, I tell people a lot of times these DVDs and other DVDs are located on YouTube. And you can literally, if you wanted to, you could literally get the prospect and just tell them, hey, I've just uploaded it to YouTube. Here's the video. And, of course, you can load that video into your video library and make it right there on your website, which is a great thing to do if that's what you're doing. Again, this is all about customization, and what makes EWS great is it's so highly customizable. Everything you're doing, there's a way to make it work for you. Another thing that I love about what we're doing here. So you can turn that on and off. You can turn the order button on and off, and the order button is right here on the site. So if you're doing a particular advertising and you don't want to have that on there, you can turn that on and off. And if E4 is the only site you have, what a lot of people do is if they're running an order, they can literally just come in here within a second, turn that on, and they can run their order directly from their E4 website. You can disable the opt-in overlay if you want. That's a window. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but it did come out. It pops up over everything when people first hit your website. And the reason it does that is just to grab their attention right off the bat. So if they're clicking from an ad and you said, get my free ebook, they're going to be hit with an opt-in directly over top the entire website, not just the regular opt-ins. So that's a great way to grab people's attention right off the bat. CTAs are really important. You can do your stat code counters, and it is compatible with many different stat systems. If you need help with that, just contact customer care. And of course, our AdWords conversion tracking code is available here as well. Great site, Daryl, huh? I love this site. We've had a lot of success with it. I think you mentioned Infinity. It actually converts very well. This is the prospect generator. I like to call it that. If you're doing any type of online advertising and you want to get product-focused leads, this is the place to do it.
All right, so that will take us straight into the E5 site. This is kind of a very unique site. So strap in, get ready.
All right.
E5 is a unique one. and you've got to use it right or you're going to waste your time. So let's take a look. Now, the E5 website was created out of a need to really hone in on the triple health philosophy of Enagic. It was what we wanted to do is create a website that really spoke to entrepreneurs, people who perhaps have already been around the home-based business industry. They know how to smell the scams and all the people trying to sell, riches and all that. They kind of, there's a genre of people out there who are looking for something that's actually real, right? So targeting this site is actually a very important thing to do because it's not just for general public. If you're just throwing it out there and having everybody and you don't even know who they are coming to the site, not the best option to do, because this is going to really speak to people who've been around the block and are tired of people giving them the runaround, hiding information about, the business just to get other kinds of fees. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like that there's a validity to what those things are for certain people, but this targets those people who've been through that ringer, don't want it, and want some very upfront, in-your-face information about something tangible, a real business that they can actually sink their teeth into and have longevity with, which we all know that's the Enagic opportunity. So the other key factor to this website is that it's focused on desktop users. This is a very important notation because this website is built with a Flash header. The reason it has Flash is because we're using, what we did is ages ago, we ran around different events and we took some video footage, some green screen video footage of people, and we built up a bunch of videos and put people live on the screen. And then we used a transparent video to display all of that, which is all possible only even to this day through Flash. So what we do here is we built kind of like this tour interface, and every time they click one of these buttons across the top there, it's going to change the content down below, but it's also going to load an interesting kind of transparent video into the upper piece there, where they can start, just as they're reading the content down below, they can kind of be getting a tour of the different concepts between healthy body, healthy finance, and healthy mind. These are the three healths of Enagic. This is a great site for people who are sitting at their desktop doing real research. I'm going to make a distinction here to help you understand that. It is true on today's internet, the majority of traffic on the internet are mobile users. Well, actually, the majority of traffic are computers, but we won't talk about that. As far as human people on the internet, those are mobile users. But there's still, that doesn't mean that there's not countless millions of people still on desktops. The thing to understand in advertising, and there's a reason why you might want to target mobile users or desktop users separately, is because typically when you do focus on a desktop user, what you're dealing with is somebody who's sitting down to do some research. Because if you really think about it, what do? The phone, when you're on the phone, you're just flipping through pages, you're clicking this, you're clicking that. It's very fast paced. You're getting interrupted all the time with chats coming in, Facebook this, Facebook that, gotta like this, gotta push that. I mean, it can get kind of chaotic on the phone. So when you're on your phone, it's kind of like a way, a lot of people use it to kill time. A lot of people use it to just avoid uncomfortable social situations. and you're not really getting their focused attention on the information. A lot of the times, though, it's great for people that do want to fly by. You want to get a quick opt-in, and then they're moving on, and maybe they'll come and look at it later. But when it really comes down to it, when you sit down to do your research, you're going to want to sit down at a computer or even like a tablet if you don't have a computer. But you're going to want some more real estate so that you can really spend time researching and understanding things. That's what this E5 is really here all about. It's about targeting those desktop users, people who've already been through the ringer, people who want something plain, straightforward, in their face. This is what the opportunity is. No tricks and gimmicks. No, I'm not going to tell you nothing until you opt in. We have the opt-in here, but we lay it all out on the table. So when you do get any requests from your E5, Pay attention to any of them, because they're not just opting in just to get more information, because all the information is there. And that means they got a big dose of data and they're interested enough, they want to take it to the next level with you. So E5 is going to produce a more highly qualified lead. And just make sure that when you are doing your target marketing on this, when you do set up advertising for this, make sure that you're targeting desktops, eliminate all mobile users. For the most part, the website won't even work quite right on mobile devices anyway. But you really want somebody that's sitting down, focused, paying attention, and ready to really dig into what a global home business could be like in its entirety. So this is like the Enagic opportunity closer. This can also be used for when you're belly to belly with people, and they said, well, I understand you're doing this as a business. How does that work, right? So you're already working with a person and you want to educate them. This is an educational website, right? Not just a prospect generator. It's in large part an educator. So if you want to educate your users, your customers, people who just bought the product, who start to show an interest in becoming a distributor, this is a great website to educate them. Just let them know when you're sitting down at the desktop, check this out. Very, very, very key to understand. Now, this website is a massive, massive website. Every one of these sections undertake the tour. As I said, it loads a new page down below, but it also loads all new submenu. So every single section kind of has a very robust submenu that goes into all kinds of additional details. We have full social media integration, and it is a 50+ page website covering all the product and business info. This thing is a monster. It is a monster. It has everything. So that's what I mean. It's a very educational website, great for educating not only yourself, maybe also your teammates and your customers who have an interest. So this is a massive website. It's also very nice for the SEO, because there's a lot of content, a lot of different pages in it. Even though that the Flash header is there, it does not hurt SEO, because we built all the technology behind the scenes to make sure search engines can see the website clearly, even if it has that top bar, that top piece is Flash. So no problems there. There's a lot of content here. Very, very, very robust website. As you can see there, we're showing the custom videos. You can see how the video just kind of floats there in the background. That's what I mean by transparent video. It's a unique integration, actually. If you go through the experience, you've not seen anything quite like it. Transparent videos is just not very frequently seen on the internet. Of course, we lead with your distributor information in the top area there, and we're doing a free business ebook for this site. Now, maybe we can do just a
quick overview
there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to show it. Like on YouTube, it doesn't show the screenshot. So as you've been talking, I've been trying to show the different aspects of the website. But folks, this is a wonderful website, and as Daryl said, I mean, really, we built this as a simple site to send somebody to, where they can come in and check out the tour, so to speak. So it's an easy way for people to, I'm going to reactivate the information.
Water. It helps the environment by doing away with toxic household cleaners. It also promotes beauty. Most importantly, Kangen Water Systems provides you with an opportunity to finally enjoy true financial freedom.
So when they land on the page, it will play the different aspects of the site. And one of the things I love about it is it progresses through healthy body, healthy finance, healthy mind, which is what? True health. It automatically updates the content on the page down below. So it's a great way for people to listen, watch, and also if they want, they can scroll down and check out some of the supporting information that's available there for them. So it just takes them through true health. There's some testimonials in here. There's also a word from Mr. Oshiro, which you might have seen in my thumbnail view there. and then it goes in through Healthy Mind. And it basically tells the entire story of True Health from A to Z, and then talks about the
your crop is kind of cuts off the top of the website. I don't know if you can adjust your crop. Yeah,
I'm not sure why it did that. Hold on one second.
Yeah, that's better. There you go.
Did it fix it?
Well,
every time I move the site, it does that. All right. I did it again, didn't it? Hold on. Did we get it? There we go.
That's good right there.
Yeah. So we got all these videos. We got the tours. It automatically will go through all of the different aspects of Enagic. It updates the content down below. And they can also come in here and they can take a look at the different products that are available. I love this little turnstile aspect of things. Let's check out the K8. We click on that. Here we go. We got online ordering. We got specs, tech specs for the machine. They can click here and order online. Same type of system. If they're in US, Canada, they get online ordering. Other areas get a very simple to use form system with your information already filled out on the form. So all they have to do is print and send those back to you, and the job is done. So guys, look, no matter if we have online ordering which we're working on that with Enagic, but in the other countries, this is a much better way to get those orders. Send people to your website and have them initiate the ordering process through your websites. It makes it so much easier for them and for you, and also cuts down on the time in between, making that sale come through a lot quicker. So all of the different pages cover all of the aspects. So you've got business and product on here. It's very heavy on True Health. So it's designed to get them on the full picture of Enagic. So if you're wanting to share True Health with someone, this is a great website to do that. And it's got the compensation information, the videos. Over here, we've got a sidebar that kind of breaks down all the different aspects of each page. And you'll see that updates on each page that you click on. And we've got our get more information, and we've got our personalized information bar up here. So in the configuration area, you can change the name like everywhere else. You've got your global business you could feel good about. This is customizable. I'm sorry, hold on. So the information let me just hit refresh here. When you first hit your website, this information is customizable. And you can customize that with these lines right here. Just pay attention to the character limits that are available there. And then get more info as well. You can do your phone number and highest and lowest price sort order on the order page, depending on what you want to do. You can disable products like the other websites. You can do your Google Analytics, your stat counter, and your customizable About Me page on the website, which is here. So you can put some information about yourself and what you're doing there. All around a great site, Daryl.
You guys brought up a great point that I'm going to start utilizing, and that is an educational site. This has everything that we can teach ourselves and we can teach our teams. I never looked at it that way. Now I am, and I'm taking massive notes. And I think this is excellent. I saw some things in there like just for my eyes, the quick moving around. I saw that 6A and above our commission plan. And there again, to ask Enagic or to go to the company and get it in print, it's all right here, nice and beautiful. So thank you guys.
Yeah,
Indeed.
we also have the video here, kind of breaks down the entire plan. So it makes it easy for people to understand as well. That's on the E too. Same video.
Great way to educate though. But like you said, it's a one-stop shop. Just come here, everything that you need to know about the product or the business, and how to sell it and how to sell it going forward is right here.
Absolutely.
Great, guys.
All right, let's move on, Daryl.
All right. So I just want to make sure you guys, some people had joined in perhaps before they missed the introduction. What I want you all to understand here, what you're learning about here is your toolbox, right? If you don't know all the tools in your toolbox, then you don't know which tool to pull out at the right time. And you end up pulling out a screwdriver when you need a hammer. So it's important to understand the different tools you have in your toolbox. That's what these webinars are really about. We're sharing with you what those tools are. This webinar here is about your website tools, which contain, as we said, a lot of different tools, from educational to prospecting to, et cetera. So understanding all of that's possible is going to really help you to create your own unique brand of business.
And customized approach, which is great.
So that moves us on into the E6. Now, the E6 website, people also call it the Eco website. The E6 website was created out of the sheer need of really focusing in on green-minded people. You know, everybody that wants to, I mean, and who isn't green-minded nowadays anyways? Who doesn't want to eliminate the chemicals from their house and replace it with something like water that does an even better job? So there's this website was really engineered to kind of help people have that feeling, understand that when we say change your water, change your life, we mean it. This is the website that helps prove that point. And it really walks them through. This is a very, very, very robust website. It really walks them through a ton of different information, even things like recipes and stuff. Not only recipes in the kitchen, but there's also recipes for home care, like making your own soap for washing your clothes and such. So it really is a very practical approach to how Kangen water and its amazing uses, how that can really apply to making your life and your family more green, more eco. Eric, by the way, when you do show those, I'm not sure people can see your screen there because they see the shared screen.
They can.
Okay.
They can, but it's not on iPhone.
Okay.
Or small mobile device.
So the E6 is really about tackling down the eco side of Kangen water. It does not have anything at all about the business. This is a pure product website, and again, also an educational tool for your new Enagic people when they want to understand what can this water really do. There's no better site than this site to help them understand the vast potential of Kangen water.
Builds massive value. This is the value site.
So, of course, this site comes equipped with a lot of the standards. We have the Eco Living ebook. This is a custom ebook generated just to talk about the eco side of Kangen water. It's not the same ebook that goes with your E2. It is a different ebook. The E2 ebook is the health awareness ebook. This is the Eco Living ebook, right? So this website does come equipped with that different ebook. We have the same features as the video library. The opt-in is always there forefront on no matter what page you're going through. As I said, the site is pretty deep. We go into a lot of different content. This is really great for people to really get that feeling, you know, hey, I already have a Kangen water machine. What can I do with it? I'm going to try this, right? So, you know, pull up these recipes, try out all these different things. This is really, as Eric said, it builds the value of the product. This is not just a water filter, for God's sakes. It's not a water filter. This is a change your life water ionizer. And this site really helps to drive that home, that the many different uses of Kangen water people need to understand. So even as you're throughout your sales process, when you start to really get that deep interest from a person where they really want to understand more in depth of what this water can actually pull off, this is a great site to send them to. So, you know, you're working your warm market and you're showing a lot of interest. You want to really, you know, drive it home, send them to this site, and they will be amazed at what they find. It's hard to believe. I know I was too. When I started discovering the different features, the different things you can use Kangen water for, I was in disbelief, really, until I saw it myself. So this is a great site to really drive that concept home for people. And of course, as I said, that ebook does come, it is a custom ebook. It does come customized with all your stuff littered all throughout it. So they're always going to see your contact information. And so as they spread around that ebook, they're getting, your digits are getting put everywhere. So that's can generate some nice organic follow-up for you. It's important to note too, this is the E6 website. It's a long beloved website. A lot of people use this website. But just so you know, we are actually creating right now a new website that will be launched. The E6 will always be here, but we're going to create kind of a new rendition of the E6 and launch that. That's coming in the next probably 2 months. You can look forward to an all new, a second E6 website or a second Eco website. And the new one is going to be really much more focused on mobile. So it's going to have all kinds of new features that enable more mobile interactions. So, you know, like I said before, targeting different kinds of devices is pretty important. The E6 does work pretty well on mobile devices, especially those with larger screens than the smaller ones. But I wouldn't call it exactly mobile friendly like the E2 or the E4 or the E7 or the E8. Those are all very mobile friendly. So the new one that's coming out is going to be very, very mobile friendly. But even more than that, we're going to be really focused on producing some really cool features that create more interactions with your website visitors. So stay tuned for what's coming down the pike on that. The new Eco website is going to be a lot of fun.
Indeed. So anybody out there that wants to get their ebook too, just you can very easily just come to your own website and fill that out, and you'll get an exact copy. It'll be delivered to you exactly how the prospects see. You ready for me, Daryl?
Real quick on the ebook, I've sent it to myself so that I'd have it on my computer, and I print it out and I staple it and I take it to my chiropractor's office or whatnot, and I just leave it around.
Yeah.
I use it as a tool.
So going through the E2, the E6, the green. I love this website. It's one of my favorite websites, guys. And we had a lot of fun making this website. My life partner, Kirsten, she had a big part of creating some of these recipes because we do live a green lifestyle as best as we can. It's very important in our lives today that we focus on doing that. And what's great about the Enagic machines, again, is the water types and all of the amazing things you can do. And I'm going to focus right in on that on this particular website because, you know, throughout your entire home, your body, your gardening, we do a lot of gardening. So we put some information in there about how to utilize that with gardening and kitchen and with your pets. And we talk about the different 5 water types. We have recipes in here and information that show people how to take the different water types and utilize it around their home. So whether they're looking for a greener home or greener laundry, there's, like I said, there's recipes in here that provide people the ability to utilize the water in very new and exciting ways. They can make their own laundry detergent. They can make cleaning supplies, and we have some recipes in here that show them how to do that as well. They can use it around their kitchen and with their dishes. And of course, here's all the different types of recipes that we have available for people to take Kangen water and transform it into many different very effective cleaning supplies and ways that they can use it around their home. And we, like I said, we have all these different sections here, personal care and the garden, and all of these different areas have recipes and different ways that you can utilize it. So this website builds value off of the product and provides everyone the information they need to take it to the next level. So it's a great site to build that value and to get people excited about the product. It also has really great information on the company, how Enagic gives back. There's some environmental information because this is an eco-friendly website. And it talks about our certifications because that's a big part of what we're doing here at Enagic. Very official information. Lets people know that they're dealing with a company that knows what they're doing. Here we are, what, 42 years or more, 40-something years into the game. We pretty much kicked this thing off, guys. We've been here since the beginning in the U.S. Remember, there was nobody out there, and then all of a sudden everybody pops up and starts mimicking what we're doing. Anyway.
But that's an important point to note, really, the mimicry that actually happened. And as I mentioned earlier, Eric and I here got started in helping Kenyan distributors back in 2006 get started. To put that in perspective, Enagic created their first USA branch in 2004. So it was really as soon as Enagic came into this country is when we went to work helping to spread this. At the time that we did that, there was not a lick of information on the internet about ionized water, alkaline water, anything like that. It was very, very difficult for us to research. And what we found is, as soon as we tried the water, oh my goodness, my power just went out. I hope that comes back. Oh, came back. Whew. I'm in Costa Rica, man. It's like every other day power goes out. You never know. Had 2 can sits on the line. Boom. Okay, so it's just important to understand that, like when we first got started, the Western world had nothing on this technology. Unlike Asia, which had been really pushing it for decades, the Western civilization didn't really even know about it. So when we came on to build this brand, we had the challenge of not only building a brand name in the Western civilization, but also in helping people understand what the product is. It's not a water filter. Why do you want this? And it blew up the whole industry. Now, and you see the competitors to Enagic right now, they're always comparing themselves to Enagic. That's why they're the gold standard. We branded them that way. Enagic has came out with the best machines, the best technology, the best compensation. Everything is hands down the best. And now all the copycats are just doing exactly that. They follow the leader. We build an ebook opt-in, they build one. We build a DVD opt-in, they build one. And it's just
exactly how it happened too.
Yeah, you see that unfold as time went on, and they're still doing it. So everything that we come up with, they try to copy it, and there's really no better compliment. We got the whole industry copying.
Absolutely.
All of us here at Enagic. So that's a good thing to note.
Indeed. Stay strong behind your product. Stay strong behind your brand, guys. It's something to be proud of right there. Change your water, change your life. So, we got our contact page there. And on the customizations, I just want to keep things moving because I know it's so much about EWS. It's hard to do short webinars, guys. We try. So, you can customize your name, your phone number, and you can do the disabled products, depending, you can, have whatever products you want listed on there. A lot of people disable the UConn on this particular website because it's not really angled towards that, but it's entirely up to you. You can change it to lowest to highest price, which reverses the order. When they first land on the page, they might see the K8, or they might see the level like R, or whatever the lower price machine would be. And then we have the analytics account code. All your stat code. You can do your about you short intro that shows up in your website, and other stat counter code. So you can track all of the statistics as you're doing your advertising, and hone in and tweak your campaign so that you're converting appropriately. E6 does a great job of reducing prospects because of the very beautiful ebook, and of course the content drives everyone towards the ebook. So it is a great website to actually market with. You just have to think about what you're doing, what you want to do, who you're targeting, what ad you're running, what group you're promoting to, and then tailor your EWS system to meet those needs. Right on. Let's move on to the next site, Daryl.
All right, so the next site is going to be the E7. And just real quick, because I've seen this question come up a few times in the chat, people ask about, because they're learning now about all these different websites. They're asking, well, can we swap them to what we need them to be? The answer is absolutely yes. If you put the website on as an add-on, that means you can swap it for another add-on without increasing your fee or paying anything. So swapping's possible. You can get with support on that, or just check it out in your back office. However, it's important to note this. We're talking a lot also about SEO and marketing. So if you are wanting to build your SEO value, you don't want to be swapping websites. The
SEO is search engine optimization, which all of our sites are set up for.
Right. SEO basically means you're going to be getting organic traffic for free because you're getting higher ranks as you're putting more and more links out there on the internet. We have training on that as well. We'll cover in a later webinar too. But the point is this: if you are interested in building that long-term organic traffic, don't be swapping your websites all the time. You want the same website on the same domain name so that it has time to build. When you swap, the search engines see a lot of 404s. They see a big mess. They see a confusion that feels to the search engine that somebody else got the domain as a whole new website, and everything gets downranked. Boom, you just lost all of your SEO work that you've been doing for years. So we don't recommend that you swap if you are interested in building that SEO over time and getting that nice, luscious organic traffic. So just be mindful of that. We did make it possible so that people, have as much flexibility as they need, but we don't recommend it. If you can get away without that, upgrade your plan, get some additional add-ons, or just go a la carte, whatever it works. But it's more important to build that SEO value. So that takes us on into the E7. All right. Now the E7 was in direct response to a portion of time when all the distributors really launched into taking this product into the commercial atmosphere. Because people who do own restaurants or spas, et cetera, they started discovering Kangen water and realizing this gives them a real nice edge in their business. So we built the E7 specifically to target commercial enterprise. Mostly restaurants, but also there's spas and tea shops. There's all kinds of different types of businesses that would really benefit from having a Kangen water machine, and that's what this website's really trying to lay into. It leads with the DVD opt-in. All right, what we're trying to do with this website is we don't want just random visitors, random people coming in, drop it down, whatever, opt-in, little tiny email. You want a real business that you can really talk to, somebody that's serious about it. So for that reason, we also, even though this website is mobile friendly, you're free to advertise, to mobile devices. This is another website that I personally would just recommend target desktops, because you want the restaurant owner that's sitting in their restaurant, sitting in their little manager's office, doing research, trying to figure out ways to increase their business. That's who you're looking for. That you don't want the restaurant owner who's on the bus headed to their next location. Not necessarily, right? So I really personally I feel like if you target desktops on this, you're going to get better results, because we're leading with the fully qualified opt-in, the DVD, which is going to ask them for all their information in order to mail the DVD. Now this website is it's fairly robust, and it talks about the properties of the water in relation to their industry. Targeting restaurateurs is really the best way to go with the site. We have most of our information is in regards to a restaurateur. So targeting those people will get them a lot of information on this unique water. There's a nice little demo of the DVD that they're going to get. So we're going to play a little clip from that demo. Check this out. You see, if you are a restaurateur, you're sitting down and you're doing research and you see this kind of a demo video, it's going to set off a light bulb, make you think, this might be something I want to add. Check it out.
The secret's out. This powerful DVD is designed for restaurant owners, so they can instantly understand how Kangen water is being used in the day-to-day operations of some very successful restaurants. You'll discover how Kangen water has increased their business.
So by them coming because of the water, they realizing, wow, this is a big restaurant. Wow, they have a great food. Wow, they have a great staff. Friendly, everything. We really have increased the business in the restaurant. 2 years ago, it was our worst year for the 23 years I've been here, before I had the Kangen machine. Last year, it was our best year.
You'll discover how Kangen water is used in food preparation to clean fruits, vegetables, and meats.
In the kitchen, we actually wash the fruits and vegetables with the 11.5 water to take the pesticides off. And we also use it in the liquids like the soup, the alkalimino soup and the lentil soups, and it really makes the flavor much nicer of the soups, as well as cooking faster.
You'll discover how Kangen water enhances their food flavors.
Minestrone is perfect with the Kangen water because it just like it feels completely, it tastes completely different. Has so much more flavor.
Today we cooking a chicken and dumpling soup. If you cook it with regular water, the dumplings are okay. They're good. We sell a lot of chicken dumplings. We cook it with this water, 9.5, world of a difference. They come so much fluffier, so much tastier. And everybody's, what's your secret? What's your recipe? It is a secret, but it's not anymore. It's a Kangen water.
So that's a little introduction video that actually goes on your website that entices them to opt in for the DVD. As you can see, that's a great hard-hitting video. I think it's really it was done very well. If you need to get your hands on those DVDs, you can do so. Just get a hold of our support. They can point you in the right direction to get some of those DVDs for your own marketing. But it's a great website. It's a great DVD. It's a great presentation. It will really help you walk into that commercial market with a lot more, knowledge, information, and strength behind you, because restaurateurs are listening to other restaurateurs, right? They're not as interested in just hearing about what you think will improve their business. So that DVD really helps kind of line it down for them. They're hearing from other restaurateurs and how it has actually helped their business.
Absolutely. So another great part of this website, it's all angled towards your commercial establishment. So we've got a lot of great information on Enagic designed for that purpose. We've got, information about them, profile information, and of course, all the different certifications. But what sorry about that pop-up that keeps coming up. But as you'll notice, it's got all the different certifications that would relate to businesses and whatnot. All of the content's designed for the business owner, and especially the restaurant owner, but it's great for spas, health clubs, etc. So if I was working with a business, I would absolutely show them this. We've got our online ordering, as we've shown on the other websites. We've got our 360 views that pop up, show people what the machines look like with the Nespa, because the Nespas are great for spas. It's a great approach. This is a great website to do that with. On the sidebar, we've got our opt-in ready to go on every single page. We've got an About Us, which is customizable, and we also have our tweet area, which in your back office, you can activate this and actually have your Twitter feeding onto your website. We talked about the different waters. We also have testimonials on here. I shouldn't use the demo site because it gives me that pop-up, but we also have some testimonials as well. And in the back office, if you want to configure it, you just go in and you hit configure, and it's very basic, but that's all you need for the E7. Daryl.
Yep. So that's the E7. That's a commercial site. We're going to cruise on to the next website, the E8. Wow, this webinar is a honker, isn't it?
Yes. I wasn't sure how we do it fast, but maybe we'll break it up into.
We're trying to go in depth. Trying to go in depth. This is what it takes. This is what
it's worth it, guys. It's worth it. Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to walk us straight into the E8 now. Let me share it. All right, so the E8, of course, when Enagic came out with the DD program for UConn, is when the UConn website was born. So this website is really promoting both the product and the opportunity together. It's important to understand, too, the key component to promoting UConn is really education, self-education, understanding what makes this turmeric supplement different from others. Because naturally in the supplement world, you can find any number of supplements, any number of places. What makes Kangen UConn different? What makes it the better choice? So this website does actually focus pretty well on it. It's a video-driven website. So we have 3 different videos. The first one starts off with why turmeric. The second video is why is it the Kangen UConn turmeric better? So we kind of go into that, and then we go a little bit into the opportunity and just thinking of this product as a home business. This website does not tackle Kangen water. It does not tackle the machines or any other products. So it's exclusively for marketing the Ukon product. This does have online ordering and some configuration options. Has the standard opt-in point. This is a free consultation opt-in that's there. And you know, the customization options gives you a little bit like design control as well. It's one of the first websites we kind of implemented a little bit of design control. For example, you can, you know, change your design scheme to something white if you wanted to go kind of a completely reverse style on a website. So this website's exclusively for Ukon.
All right. So what's great about this website is it sets Ukon apart from all of the different turmeric products on the market. It is not some cheap turmeric product you can get on Amazon. It talks about how it's grown organically in Japan, how it's produced with Kangen water, and why it's superior. So this video tour that's effectively on here really breaks that down and builds value on the product. And I realize I'm not showing that on screen, so I'll do that. So if you're looking to introduce Ukon either to a new prospect or even more so when you bring in people into the Enagic business and you want to introduce them to the Ukon business and to the Ukon product, it's a great website to get them involved with, and they can opt in right here on the site to get more information on Ukon and the business. And then we just break it down into different areas. You can buy the product directly online, which is a great feature. You can sign up for the Ukon program and learn more about the product and the benefits. In the back office, you can configure the pretty much the same information. You can add your tagline on the website. You can change to a clean white or a vibrant dark. And that changes the look of the website, which is up to you, however you want to do it. We'll show you what that looks like. There we go. And you can add, you can hide the buy page. You can disable the opportunity info if you want, depending on what you're doing and how you're marketing Ukon. And you can add your stat counter codes. Great website. Definitely gets the job done. People love it, Daryl.
Yep. If you're doing any kind of Ukon promotion, it's a site you need in your toolbox.
Absolutely.
All right. Moving on to we only got a couple more left. We have the website. Now, I kind of did go into this pretty well in the last webinar that we did. I'm going to do it again because, as we know, repeating information is what helps us learn it all. So I'm gonna dive into this Kangen demo and cover kind of one of the most key features that I really want to make sure everybody is attuned to. Now, the Kangen demo website, everybody has this. You don't have to add it on. If you're a member, you got it. This is one of those that we gave you guys for free, so you don't have to worry about going to go grab it. You actually already have it. You might need to set up a domain name for it. We do recommend you do. But this website's really unique and interesting because what we're doing is we're focusing a lot of feature and customization build out on this site. So I'm going to highlight just one of those really cool features that we want to make sure everybody is aware of before we go into some of the more, we can show you the customization features after this. But the key feature I really want to make sure you guys are aware of is video opt-in. Now, this is all run from the Enagic Mobi, the official Enagic mobile app. If you don't got it, get it. Got to get it. Got to have it. Good. It's good. It's good. Go get it. Get it. Get it done. Get it. You got it. Okay. Right. So we got to do this Enagic Mobi thing. When you get into Enagic Mobi, you sign in using your EWS login. I did see a question about that earlier. It's the same back office login that you have. So you log right into Mobi, and we have the video library. Now, the video library is a really cool feature because it's going to let you play videos on demand. It's kind of a great tool to pull out of your pocket, and you'll be able to just flip through, and you can look at products and look at videos with somebody right on the spot. But this is how it integrates with your website system. So when you slide a video kind of in Mobi, you slide your finger to the left, and you can click this set share button, it pulls up this screen that you're seeing right now and allows you to share the video. You can either send it via an email to an existing contact in your database or a new contact by adding them to the database. The share feature is actually unique. It doesn't actually go to a contact. What it does is allow you to share it to any kind of a social network. The cool feature about this is that if you are sharing, you can actually create your own video opt-in page, right? So keep in mind, you can customize the Kangen demo site and which video actually appears on that site. You can do it by selecting a video here, but you can also configure a default one in your back office. So I just picked out a video here and I said, let's share this. And I'm going to say, I want to require the opt-in to view the video. I want to receive notifications every time somebody watches this video. And I can even put in some custom content, you know, like you see there, wow, I put in my custom content. When I click that share, it's actually going to pull up on my phone a list of social media networks that I have configured on my phone. So it's all fully integrated to your phone. You don't have to worry about logging into this or that. It's all integrated with the phone. So you can just click your whichever social media network. Most people doing Facebook. That's the example that we have here. So you can just click on that Facebook link and it immediately loads up your Facebook app with that video loaded through your Kangen demo site and the text that you typed in. This is pretty freaking slick. You guys got to be using this because this gives you a whole nother kind of angle to do some interesting marketing. It's a video opt-in marketing system. So when you do share that, you can see it shows the a thumbnail from the video that you actually selected to share. It puts in the text automatically. Nice, beautiful share. Then you can pump some traffic to that. What happens when people actually click that is really cool. It loads up your Kangen demo website with that video, not the video that you have set to default. It'll load the video that you selected from the video library in the mobile app. And it has your brand information over there to the right. So they go to click play on this video, and dun, 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 we're going to ask you for your digits. So in order to play this video, you got to give us your name and your email address. Phone number is not required, but please give it anyway. And they type that in to play the video. They hit submit. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a text message on your phone from your Mobi app telling you that Jane Doe has just opted in to watch your video. So right away, you're getting those notifications. Anytime Jane Doe comes back to play that video, you're going to get a notification that Jane Doe's at that site playing that video. I don't recommend that you call Jane Doe right as you get that message. Probably not a good idea. You can click that link to check out Jane Doe's information and actually click a phone icon to actually call or text Jane Doe. I don't recommend you do that as soon as you get the message because Jane Doe might be a little bit creeped out that you know that she just played your video. So wait a little bit of time to do your follow-up with these the people who do watch your video, but don't miss out on that. Know that Jane Doe did watch. Know that you do want to follow up with Jane Doe. Say, hey, I wonder, did you get a chance to watch the entire video? You already know that she did watch some of the video, but you can ask her, did you get a chance to watch the entire video, and start engaging her because now you know you have somebody that's interested enough to check out the video. This is a really cool feature. Don't miss out on it. Make sure you get your Enagic Mobi. Make sure you get that set up. There's so many more cool features. We'll cover Mobi in a more in-depth presentation in a later webinar. We're going to go through pretty much everything that we went through in our overview webinar. We're going to be breaking down piece by piece in these webinars that we're doing now. So the first step is the websites. The second step, we're just going to keep stepping through this vast toolbox that you guys have at your fingertips so you can learn everything you need to learn so you can make better decisions, improve your productivity, and help save the world with some Kangen water, right? So this is a great feature. Don't miss out on it. It's something you definitely want to tune into. And we're going to take a look real quick, Eric, if you want to pull up the back office configuration settings.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a look at all of these cool little features that you can do to kind of make Kangen demo your own little place, your own little space and place. Don't miss out on these features.
All right. So what we have here, guys, is the configuration area. And you know how to get there. I've showed you that quite a few times. You can change this information up top on your website. It displays here on the right side of your page. So you can customize all of that. And of course, the picture is pulled from your profile, so you can upload that directly from your back office. Literally, you can click here, guys, just real quick. You can click there and it will load, and you can drag and drop your photo in there if you're wondering how to do that. And as you go down, we've got skins, purple, platinum. So let's take a look at the purple real quick. We hit that, we hit save, and we go back and we look at the purple, and it changes the theme to purple. We've got platinum. We'll do that real quick. I'm not going to go through all the options, but we'll hit these skins real quick. And you can see how customizable this site is based on what you like and how you want to approach the market. You can change your default video. The default video is the 9.5 video that I showed a little bit earlier in the thumbnail, if you got a chance to see that. Or you can have the Bob Gridelli video, which we have on here right now. So it depends on what you like. Both are excellent videos. But by changing it, you can quickly switch to the demo done by Ashley and Brian Strand, an excellent production. They've done a great job on this video. It's one of the best videos out there, aside from Bob Gridelli's classic video. So it's up to how you want to do it and who you're approaching. You can also change your default video based off all these different key videos, depending again on how you're approaching the market. Maybe you're advertising different aspects of the water. You can change that with just a few clicks. You can also change the thumbnail on your video. So let's say we want this beautiful watch the Kangen demo video thumbnail. We just select that. We hit save changes. You come back here and it's customized. So when they land on your page, that's what they see. Isn't that beautiful?
And that's key component, because that's going to be also the thumbnail that gets put automatically into your social networks when you start sharing that in Facebook. So it's kind of like a built-in advertisement. That's what's going to get people to want to actually click play.
Absolutely. And I like this one here. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a great thumbnail. So we can also come through here and we can change the background image. And I really like this because you can, you know, it all depends on what you like and what you're doing and who you're approaching. You just really think about it. Maybe it's just based off your taste. I tend to like the lotus flower. We click save changes. We come back up here. We hit refresh and we have a customized background there. Another great feature is, I'm sorry, I changed too many things. I'm clicking like a crazy man. We hit slideshow on the background image. We hit save. And it will rotate, which takes just a moment, but it'll literally just go through and rotate all the different images that are available there. So these are great little tweaks that you can do that add to your marketing and flair on your particular Kangen demo website, guys. So it's an absolutely fantastic feature. And we'll let it just cycle one more time, and I'll show you the bottom part of this website. There we go. You see how it works, nice and smooth. And then at the bottom, we have your related sites. This is customizable as well. You can turn this on and off, but basically it shows all of the different websites you have. So it depends on what you're doing and how you're approaching your market. If you want people to check out all your websites, it's actually a great idea, because if they land here and they're the right kind of traffic, they check out your demo and they say, you know what, let's check it out. And they click on one of your other websites. They're off to the races, checking out different information. They can also quickly tweet, share, you know, Facebook, all of that stuff here at the bottom. And they can reach out to you on this chat feature down here in the corner, which is fantastic. So in the back office, we're going to take a look at I think that's all I have to cover there, particularly. We need to show them the video manager and the customizations to the social bar. We can do that later. Go ahead, Daryl.
Right. So E6, keep your eye, I mean, I'm sorry, the Kangen demo site, keep your eye on that website. We're putting a lot of interesting features as we go with that website. The next few websites, I'm going to kind of cruise through the next three, and we'll land on the True Health webinar as the last to do a little bit more deep review.
Announcements to come there. Stay tuned, guys. Don't hang up.
So let me get that shared. All right. So another website that you have in your arsenal is Live Demo with the wonderful Shan Stratton. Shan really brings a lot of credibility to a Kangen demo. This is a unique website that's good for marketing if you want to, again, target those who are interested in the health and fitness and want to learn something about this from the health and fitness star Shan Stratton. What this website does is when we first launched this, these were actually all live demonstrations that we were doing. We recorded them and then we put them through kind of like a mock live situation. So it allows people to register and actually jump right into a mock live recorded video with Shannon Stratton, and he goes through his spiel. If you haven't seen it yet yourself, definitely check it out. There's actually a few different videos that we rotate through. I think it's like 4 different mock lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a number of different videos that it does rotate through. All of them are great presentations tackling different aspects of the water and its effects on the body. So definitely check that out. This is a single page website that's just straight up opt-in for the live demo. And it has a little demo video there. The next page that we have here is the team site. Mostly I'm gonna cover that because people always ask, you know, what is the site? This is another one of those sites that everybody has. You know, we got the Kangen demo and we got the team site. These 2 sites everybody has. So, well, everybody that's upgraded, right? So free members don't get the team site because you don't have a CRM for this to go to. But if you're upgraded, you'll find out all of a sudden you got this team site floating there. The team site is really, this is a future point of expansion where we're going to be really focusing on helping you to build out a self-branded portal that you can manage your own schedule, your own tasks, your own events, your own everything, and it's going to be kind of like a central hub for your team. As it is right now, it's really just a short introduction. It's kind of a page that you can drop on your team, shoot it off in an email and say, hey, subscribe to my database. When people do put in their information here, it loads it into your back office database, and it groups them automatically as your team member. So when you do email your people, don't be loading up your Gmail account and doing a CC to like 600 people or however many you got. That's not the right way to communicate with your team. You want to get them in your database and use your back office contact emailer to actually email your whole team. So this is how you get people loaded in. Just send out the link there, ask your whole team members to push in through that, and that's going to help them. It's going to help you communicate with them. Plus, the expansions that's coming to this area are going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for more on the team site. The next kit caboodle that we got here is the True Health webinar. Now, this is a really, really, really fun site. There's a lot of power and potential here. There's you know, a lot of what people are doing right now has a lot to do with social media marketing. This is kind of built around that concept. Whereas the E5 really goes into the business opportunity for people who have been through the ringer and looking for something a little bit more serious. The True Health webinar takes it more from the perspective of the people who have not been through the ringer at all and just need that kind of like more ease of introduction into the information. And that's what the True Health webinar is going to do, because it's going to entice them about an opportunity. We're not going to talk a lot about what it is, but get into this webinar so you can learn everything about it. And then it's going to pull out a total mock live webinar. This is not opt-in to play an old video. This is opt-in to experience a live webinar. It's mock live, right? So we have several different webinars that we rotate through every Wednesday. It is a scheduled webinar, but we do have instant replays of the previous week. So no matter what kind of person you're dealing with, somebody who really does just want to come back on Wednesday and check the whole thing out, or you're dealing with somebody who wants it right now, we got both options. And no matter what that they actually take, whether they do the instant replay or they come back later to catch the whole kit caboodle, they're going to be logged into a full interface with all of the chats that have been going on for a couple years now. People that log in and chat, we keep a record of all of that. And so they're seeing all of this great activity happening along with this amazing webinar that talks with real people about their journeys into the Enagic lifestyle and the Enagic business. And it really edifies this opportunity for them. And what's cool about it is that you're not just getting this, you know, stupid little video hanging off the side playing. You know, that's not the same as when you get the video and all of the activity from the chat room happening off to the side. And those are just real people talking and getting excited and having a lot of fun. And that's going to help you as a person who might be just beginning. You don't have a lot of traffic. You don't have a lot of people showing up to your webinar quite yet. So this gives them that experience, because we're kind of aggregating all of that data from all of the times that we have done these mock lives, and we're putting it all together, overlaying it. So you might only have one visitor, but they're going to see hundreds of people loaded up in that chat room, having a lot of fun and getting really excited and adding a lot more credence to the message being shared, as a lot of the people in that room are distributors already, and they're just adding to that value and helping the person who's sitting there watching it feel good about what they're watching. It's not just another recorded video. So the True Health webinar is a very powerful website. It's going to help you to promote a kind of like what you might call a blind opportunity, right? Where they have an opportunity to come check out the opportunity. There's a video here you'll see when you go to the website, Between the Coconuts. Can't miss it, Between the Coconuts. And you click that big old play button there, and it plays a beautiful preview, an intro into what they can expect to find in this great webinar that they're going to go through. It's also a long scroller page that kind of walks them through some of the concepts. So there's testimonials down below in the site, which we can scroll through a little bit too. And new and fresh content will be coming as soon as we can get everything aligned and everything approved and everything all clean and fancy and nice, and Enagic's happy with it and distributors are happy with it and we can publish it. We're going to be expanding upon the True Health webinar and doing more even live events that will add to our mock live library. So with that, Eric, maybe you want to walk through the website a little bit.
This is going to be the #1 Kangen funnel, Kangen Enagic funnel on the internet. We're working to add features to this website. It's already a very functional portal for you to send traffic to and have an automated webinar delivered to your prospects without you lifting a finger. All the heavy lifting's done for you. They can come here, they can watch a promotional video of the webinar that's up and coming. They can check out information. They can check out testimonials of the shows. And Siha and I are right now working on getting new shows organized, new webinars with new guests and a different type of format and presentation. So look forward to announcements coming for that. So we will be updating this. This True Health webinar is the future of the Enagic approach, because True Health is Enagic at its whole. Product and business, but it's also leading with the mission of True Health, which is mind, body, finances. Those three elements are things that everyone needs in their life. That's what we're here for, guys. I mean, no matter what you were pitched on when you came in, the bottom line is you're in this business because you want a healthy mind, body, and finances. And a lot of times it's especially finances, but all these elements come into balance with Enagic. And this website is going to make that extremely apparent to your guests. So as it is right now, you can actually invite guests to visit your website and join the webinar. I would suggest doing advertising that is very focused on True Health angles, getting people to come to your site and register for the free webinar. They can check, like I said, they can check out different information, see testimonials, but they can also register right here. They fill out their information and click register, and they instantly get a connection link so they can actually join. And this is happening every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. It's automated. We rotate just like we do with Kangen Demo through with Shan, all of the different webinars that we have loaded up. So it's a different webinar every week on rotation, and Shan and I are going to, or I'm sorry, Siha and I are going to be adding more shows as we progress. So when they join, you get a prospect that lands into your back office, into an area with the True Health webinar, so you can follow up. When people join and they actually view the webinar, you'll get a notification that they viewed the webinar and they land into your viewed area in your back office. So you can easily, with a few clicks, follow up with those prospects that have actually seen the webinar, which is a very valuable part of the system and what we're doing here. It gives you the ability to basically, follow up with the people that have seen it so you can take them to the next level. In the back office, you can configure your website by clicking here, and it's very simple. Again, you just add your tracking code. Everything else is set and automated and rolling for you. I don't know if we'll get into it in this webinar, but if you go into the contact manager, you can easily follow up by typing in True Health Webinar, and you'll see the viewed group if you want to follow up with everyone that actually viewed the webinar itself. We'll be adding more features to this, some front-end funnel information. So we're going to take them through some additional steps. We're going to be doing some testing and figuring out what the best angle is for this. But this is the future of what we're doing. True Health Webinar is coming back, and it's exciting, guys. I see how I know you're excited to do this with me. I'm excited to have you as our host because I think you're absolutely the best out there. And I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you. You know, I'm so excited to be a part of this. This is the nitro. This is the turbo for all of our business. And I truly believe that this is going to be the future for anybody who wants to build a huge, massive, successful online business. And it's through webinars. And you guys are the massive support that we need behind you. So thank you, guys. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. We're excited to bring this to you guys. And like I said, stay tuned for information. We're going to be launching this. I know a lot of people have been submitting applications to be on the webinar. We appreciate that. We have a massive database of people submitting 6As and above, people that have stories. Basically, the webinar itself brings people from before Enagic, what their life was like, to after Enagic. We show the transformation with slides and information about their lives. So when people come to join this, they learn about True Health, what that is, but they actually see evidence of what True Health has done for people across the world. We have guests. We have Robert Godelli. We have Romi's story, which is absolutely powerful. We have got Gonzalez, Carlos and Raquel, and a lot of different guests that actually share their whole stories. We go through different aspects of the business and the product itself, and we do a strong close at the end. So it's a really great system. It's a really great webinar, and it's very effective, and I'm looking forward to the next season.
So all that being said, guys, we really just walked you through all of the websites that is in your toolbox. You have a much better understanding now of how to use the websites, how you want to leverage your advertising into those websites, when to use it, when not to use it. And that was our goal for this webinar. I want to give you a little tiny golden nugget that's coming live real soon. This is a new, many of you might have seen the Enagic locations video. It's been a video that we have updated over the years for many years. The old Enagic locations video is actually getting a whole new revamp. You guys are going to see this coming live most likely tonight, so it'll be live for everybody in the morning, automatically on your websites. The Enagic locations video is something that's available in all your video libraries. It's on all of your websites. The whole point of the video was always just to show kind of the progression of Enagic throughout the world and how it's grown. This new Enagic locations videos, we're really kind of angled it into kind of showing people like the Enagic family in the world and as a whole. So I'm going to share with you guys this new video. It's making its first debut ever right here now. People who stuck around, you guys are the lucky ones. You know it. So I'm going to hit the play on this, and this is coming live very, very, very soon.
global or what, guys?
That is awesome.
That exciting? All right. Spreading across the globe. Yes. It's all about. We're going to make this available on all of your websites. All of the places the location video is linked, and we'll put it out on social media so you guys can share. And of course, keep it updated, and we'll be expanding globally as Enagic kicks butt in a good way.
You missed our last webinar. Eric, please explain.
So, to me, the Yes Movement is, you know, we launched in 2018, and a lot of you guys were a part of that vibe. It's about creating the energy and synergy of togetherness and cooperation and manifestation, and the fact that the universe is yes. God is yes. When you ask the universe, God, for anything in the world, when you first ask, the instant answer is what?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So it's that energy that we carry forth in our business and all of our interactions with our clients that really kind of drives everything forward. You can have the best toolbox in the world like EWS, but if you don't have the consciousness and the energy correct, I mean, things may not work out as smoothly as possible. Because that's just the way life works. People feel that. We're all emotional, very empathic beings. We feel energy from other people. And the most successful people in this business, like Siha, Cynthia Briganti, Eli, all these different people out there that have done really well, they can feel that energy of yes within them because they believe in what they're doing. They believe in Enagic. They believe in Kangen Water. They believe in the mission of true health, mind, body, finances, and they're sharing that with passion. They're creating that success at the same time as they're sharing that success with other people, and people feel that. So whether you're successful yet or not, doesn't matter. If you share that yes energy with everyone that you come in contact with, you will have success. Success will follow you. It's about trusting the universe because the universe says yes. Life is yes. Everything in the universe is yes. I mean, as we say on the screen here, you can see everything that we are exposed to in this universe is yes. And the only time that it doesn't become yes is when we get in our own way. I've done it. Daryl's done it. Siha's done it. We've all done it in our lives. And when we create success, we realize, hey, that's true. You know, this is how it works. So really, I just want to align everybody on that mission and align everybody with their success. Say yes to success, yes to abundance, yes to wealth, yes to health, yes to all the things in the universe that we want to create in our lives. And we can make it happen. And the best part is we're making it happen together. So join the Yes Movement. Use hashtag Yes Movement 2019 in any post you want. I don't care if it's personal, business, or whatever. This is our movement. It's not my movement. It's the world's movement. And I just invite everybody to join us with that. And purely from my heart, I wish all of you the best success in the world with everything you're doing.
Yeah, you guys are legends. You guys are legends.
I'm too emotional.
And, you guys are legends, and we're gonna work together. We'll leave a legacy. I can't thank you guys enough.
That's the goal here, guys. We're together in this.
Yes. 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 Yes.
All right. So we thank you all for being here with us tonight, and of course, thank you guys for coming here. Siha, thank you so much for your input. He's a very big part of what we're doing right now. It's fantastic to have such a great leader of his caliber and heart.
We're here. We're here for
each other. Have you with us?
I love it. Ready to rock and roll. Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes.
What's coming forward is going to be fantastic, and everything we do, our hearts are in it. And you know, success is paved as far as I'm concerned. We've got it down.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, everybody.
All right.
I hope that the webinar served you well and you have a much better understanding of your toolbox. We got more to come, so stay tuned. Remember, yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Good night.